Representatives of the intelligentsia of Australia. Now, the intelligentsia of Australia cannot sit for half an hour and listen to a gentleman speak about love of God. It does not speak very well for you. We are simply not asking for disturbance. We are not asking for violence, but we will meet violence with violence. We are not artificially pacifists. We are asking you to listen like gentlemen. We have come here in goodwill. We have come here not to cause any disturbance. So we ask you please to have that much respect for our spiritual master. Now at this time, if there is any question about Krishna consciousness philosophy, not about fighting. We can go out in the street and fight, we can solve everything out there. We have come here to speak about spiritual matters. If we want to speak about spiritual matters, let's speak together, like brothers and sisters. Let's not cause disturbance. I have an ego, you have an ego. If you do something to flick off my ego, I may get mad. If I do something to flick off your ego, you get mad. So we'll go out into the street and set it like a cat and a dog? No. We're not here in this university to act like that. We're supposed to have raised above that platform. So please, we ask you to present sober questions to our spiritual master. Yes, sir? The question was, this man is a follower of Lord Jesus Christ, and he would like to know what our opinion is of Jesus Christ.
We respect Jesus Christ as you do, because he is representative of God, Son of God, and we are also speaking of God. So we respect him with our greatest veneration. No, I am not Jesus. I am servant of Jesus.
You are a son of Jesus.
Yes, I am servant of Jesus. I don't say I am Jesus. No, I have no power of Jesus.
Well, I've got the power of Jesus.
That's all right. You are Christian, we are Christian. Practically the same thing.
And one other question.
Yeah.
I believe Jesus is coming back, not Krishna. And what are you guys going to do when you see Jesus?
Believe that Jesus is going to come back again.
Well, he is coming, welcome. We shall welcome. Yeah. It's very good news that Jesus is coming.
Jesus had no reputation. He wore sandals. And he was crucified between two thieves. He didn't carry a flick knife. And your spirituality's in a Rolls Royce, on a padded seat, and you're all in the money, you Christians. You want money, you rip off people in the streets.
I don't want money. Yes, this Krishna consciousness movement is not a sentimental religious system. It is science and philosophy. The attempt is to awaken God consciousness. God is neither Christian nor Hindu nor Muslim. God is God. There may be angles of vision to approach God, but God is one. Therefore, our attempt is that you become God conscious. Don't be limited by Christianism or Hinduism or Mohammedanism. So, our formula is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. We have got the copies there. Savai pumsang karo dharma jato bhakti ragho khaji. That is first class religious system by which the followers become a lover of God. This is our formula. Either you go through Christianism or Hinduism or Muslimism. If you understand what is God and if you know what is your relationship with God in this way, your goal of life, how to learn to love God, that is achieved, then it doesn't matter through which religion you achieve that perfection, but if you can achieve that perfection, that system is perfect. This is our formula.
Second part of the question was that one other man who comes from the East, Krishnamurti, he stresses that when you're speaking in the Western world, you should speak and present yourself as a Westerner, not as an Indian. not as you would speak in India. Instead of sitting on the raised dais, Vyasasana, and dressing in the robes of a monk, Krishnamurti would say, dress in Western clothes and sit on a chair. The question was, what is our opinion of this?
Actually, a God-conscious person is neither Westerner nor Easterner. So, anywhere he goes, the devotees, as they receive him, they accept. These devotees, they have arranged the raised seat. So we have accepted this raised seat. If they wanted to sit down on the floor, I would have gladly accepted. I have no objection, this or that. But as the devotees receive and they give honor, that is good for them, because actually we should honor the Supreme Lord, God, and His representative. Nowadays it is different when students and people are learning not to honor. But that is not actually the system. According to Vedic system, the representative of God must be honored as God. Jasya prasadad bhagavat prasad. Just like in India, we had British rule. The Governor General, he was Viceroy. So he was given honor, as much honor we used to give to the king. So that is the etiquette, that is the system. It is not that the honor given to the Viceroy exactly like to the king. He becomes a king. No, he is servant of king. But it is the duty of the citizen to honor the representative of the king as king. That is etiquette. That is our Vedic system. Yes, he is the only way. We also admit. Because he is the representative of God. So, if you want to approach God, you must approach through his representative. That is his person. I am the only means. Because he is the representative of God, then you have to reach God through him. That is fact.
All right, we can answer one at a time. I can answer them for you, if you like. Our movement is not coming from the United States. If you have some paranoid stigma about everything coming from the United States, well, that's your hang-up, not mine. Second of all, our spiritual master, he came to the United States to start this Krishna consciousness movement. He got a free ticket on the boat to go there. And because of the mercy of this one lady who gave him a free ticket on the boat, he came to America on the orders of his spiritual master. The reason he came to America to start Krishna consciousness. If you had sent him a free ticket, he probably would have come to Australia first. He was a monk, a penniless monk in India, and he was trying to follow the orders of his spiritual teacher by spreading love of God. He's not trying to stop any kind of a political movement. Actually, he is trying to spark a revolution in consciousness. I think that you are also interested in revolution. We are also interested in revolution also, but we are interested in the revolution which will help people to feel peace themselves, whether they're communists or Marxists or Leninists or whatever it is you like. We're trying to help people feel happy, whether they're in the city or whether they're in the country or whether they're under any. This is what we're trying to do. So we are also revolutionaries. And actually we request you to cooperate with this Krishna consciousness movement so actually we can change the consciousness of the world, not just change from one political system to another political system. That's been going on for time immemorial, and we see there's no solution. Because people are changing their politics, they're not changing their consciousness. They're not changing their consciousness. They're not changing themselves inside. They just change their ism from communism to capitalism, and from capitalism back to something else-ism. We're asking people to try to get a little bit beyond that superficial political system and find out what actually motivates each and every one of us. That is God consciousness, or love of God. That love of God is much more powerful than any temporary political system.
Hey, listen, if you're that bloody good, why'd you beat up my mate?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have nothing. Like Nazis in bloody Germany. If anyone come up and wants to come up and fight us.
Hitler was a revolutionary too.
interested in more questions about the philosophy?